D. Watkins here with the Salon 5, and today we're going to talk about 2021 and what I learned from our legal system. It's a crazy one, but surprisingly, sometimes it works. Number 5, Derek Siobhan. For those who don't remember, Siobhan was the police officer in Minneapolis caught on video with his knee on the back of George Floyd's neck. That video sparked protests across the country, across the world. I believe that if you didn't have that video, Siobhan would still be a cop right now. But we have the video, and the system worked the way it was supposed to work. It shocked me, even though it shouldn't have shocked me. And I'm happy that the Floyd family got the justice that they deserve. Rest in peace, George Floyd. You'll never be forgotten. Number 4, the many trials of R. Kelly. People have been talking about what R. Kelly has been doing to young women across the country for years. It's always been in a conversation. It's been the subject of plenty distasteful jokes, but at the same time, no one ever did anything. But when filmmaker Dream Hampton dropped her documentary series, Surviving R. Kelly, a joke was put into the legal system and people started paying attention, and all of the allegations against Mr. Kelly started being taken seriously, and now he's in prison and he's going on tour, not a music tour, but a prison tour to all of the different states where he assaulted people. This year alone, the Grammy Award winner was found guilty for sex trafficking, amongst other things, and he has a child pornography charge pending. So there's a lot going on, and a whole lot of people who have been done wrong and affected in a negative way by this man can actually sit back and say the system is finally deciding to work for them. Number 3, the case of Bill Cosby. Many were shocked when the creator of the Cosby Show and beloved comedian to so many people was accused of drugging women and forcing them to have sex with him. And you had people on one side that were pro Cosby and say he would never do that, and then you had people on the other side who actually had to bear the brunt of what he'd done. What a whole lot of people learned is how one glitch in the system can make a person who appears to be overwhelmingly guilty walk away. Cosby benefited from what is called a non-prosecution agreement, of a glitch, of a mistake in the system that allowed him to walk away. It was the first major conviction of the Me Too era and the first one to be overturned. Number 2, the case of Kyle Rittenhouse. This is one that is really hard for me to understand. But if you don't remember Rittenhouse, he was the young man who drove from Illinois to Wisconsin to actually protect a car dealership that did not ask for his help or assistance. And in the process, he killed 2 people and he injured 1. And he was able to go to court and be tried and found innocent on all charges. How he did it, I have no idea. This is why the legal system is so difficult. This is why so many of us are confused and frustrated. What I will say is that I know if I took a gun and went to another state and shot 2 people, I feel like the result would be different. But Rittenhouse taught me that it's beyond important to know the laws, and if we don't like them, do any and everything in our power to change them. And the number 1 case that left me with a whole lot to think about this year was the killing of Ahmaud Arbery. Arbery was chased by a group of crazy gunmen in February of 2020, and he was murdered. And everyone with the ability to be able to press charges decided not to. It wasn't until a local lawyer in Glenn County, Georgia, took a copy of the tape of Arbery's killing and gave it to a local radio station who put it on Twitter and YouTube. And after the tape went viral in May, months later, then the cops decided to do something. A grand jury was convened and charges were placed on Arbery's killers. And then now we're able to sit back in 2021 and watch his family receive justice. And, what we should all take away from that is, again, when these things happen, we have to amplify them. We have to share them. We have to make sure that everybody's getting eyes on them over and over and over again, or we're not going to get the desired results. Put pressure on the system, fight for the laws you deserve, and have a happy new year.